we made a trip to the Toyota dealership this morning. Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Robmotive. Well, as you can see there, we made a trip to the Toyota dealership this morning. Bert Ogden Toyota here in South Texas, in Harlingen. And the point was to kind of nose around, talk to my buddy Roger over there, which, by the way, if you're looking for a Toyota, he's awesome. Look him up, Roger at Bert Ogden. But drove through the lot. Didn't see a lot. There were some used vehicles there, of course. That seems to be what the market really is right now. But not a lot of new anything. I think there might have been one new Tacoma on the lot, and maybe a couple of Tundras. I didn't really look too close, but just from driving through and taking a peek, I guess. So I did talk to Roger at the dealership there, and specifically about the Tacoma, because you may or may not know, I'm kind of kicking around doing something with the Tacoma to kind of have a new build, if you will. This one is built up almost as much as I could do with it, so kind of interested in maybe doing something else. So we'll have more of that in the future. But in talking to Roger, what's going on right now, I asked him, I said, well, what if you wanted to order a 2022 Tacoma right now? And he said, you can't order anything right now. Everything is on allocation, and you kind of have to put your name on things that are already allocated to the dealerships, what's coming in. So you can't go in and spec out a new truck like I did with this one and order it the way that you want. You kind of have to take whatever is already in the pipeline. Now, what they're doing, they're letting the dealers see, the sales guys, what's out there, say 45 days out. So if you're in the market, you're looking to pick one up, you can see what is slotted for that dealership 45 days out. Put your name on one if you want. In my particular case, if I wanted to put my name on something, it's a $500 deposit. And then, of course, you wait for it to come in and finish it all up then. As far as pricing goes, the big thing, it's always about pricing. They are not bickering on the pricing anymore, or right now, at least in my dealership. If you want one, you're going to pay MSRP for it. That's the way it is. Take it or leave it. And of course, they can do that right now because everything is limited. While I was there, I think there were 4 or 6 allocated Tacomas heading to my dealer, and while I was there, 2 of them were taken. So that left either 2 or 4, and that's it. That's how fast they're moving. So you can't build anything, and that's not just Tacomas, that's anything. He had another example of I think it was a Sienna that somebody had tried to build, and the Toyota took the order and then later canceled it because they just aren't building those. You can't spec anything out and build it right now. So that's kind of a bummer. I mean, if you're looking to build anything right now, forget about it. You're going to take whatever's in allocation, or maybe if you get lucky and find something on a lot somewhere, and that's it. Otherwise, you are out of luck. as far as what they're allocating, it seemed to me there were a few higher trims available, like the TRD Sport, maybe a TRD Off-Road. Didn't see any Pros on the table, and everything else was SR5, and a lot of them were 4-cylinder. Now, I'm not looking for a 4-cylinder myself, so that wouldn't appeal to me, but there were a few, and I think one of the ones that they had on the lot, they either had one or two, was a 4-cylinder. Maybe they both were, I'm not sure. I think one might have been a 6, actually. But that's it. That's all you can do. Kind of a drag. So did talk to a couple other people there, and I was told that right now they foresee that this is going to continue all through 2022. So you are not going to see any big improvements coming up throughout the next year. And that is pretty disheartening as well, I think. You know, for me anyway, I was kind of hoping that as time progressed, things would get better and the availability of the trucks would improve, but it doesn't sound like that was going to happen. Now, I do have a little breaking Tundra news. There is a new Tundra trim that's going to be coming out. It is hybrid motor only, or a hybrid setup only specific. So that's going to be something that's going to be announced pretty darn soon. I suspect that's going to be hitting the web pretty darn soon. But that is going to be, again, specific to the Tundra. No mention as to whether or not it would be funneled down to the Tacoma as well. Although I'm kind of thinking maybe it will, but since it's specific to the hybrid, I'm guessing probably not. As far as Tundra availability, it's looking like January of next year from what I'm hearing. So all the talk you see out there about being able to get a new Tundra right now, not likely, not likely. Doesn't mean there won't be a few kicked out. I'm sure Toyota's going to kick out a few, but they're going to be very limited. Pricing on the Tundra, and I know I'm getting into a little bit of Tundra stuff here, but I'm full of information right now, so I want to get it out there to everybody. Markups, market adjustments, dealer ads, whatever you want to call them, you're looking at somewhere between 5 and 20 grand. 5 and 20 grand. It's absolutely crazy. Could you imagine going in and spending $20,000 more than you have to for a Toyota Tundra? This is the new Tundra, of course, not the 2021s. But 20 grand more for the new redesigned Tundra, just so you can put your hands on one right now. You know, it's interesting to me. I find it strange that, you know, people are, number one, paying those kind of markups, but two, that you want that truck so badly that you're willing to pay that kind of a markup. I mean, it's absurd to me. You know, what is it worth? Where is the threshold? You know, how much will people pay? 30,000? 40,000? Is it double the price? Where is the line? Because you know there's a line. There's always a line, right? But it's just nuts to me that that they're able to get that kind of a markup on those trucks. Who knows? Anyway, that was my trip to Toyota this morning. Just checking out the Tacomas. There will be something coming in the future. I don't want to be so secretive about it, but nothing is finalized yet. So I don't want to give you guys the wrong idea that nothing happens. So stay tuned. We'll see what happens. Anyway, that's it. That's my report. Also, I do have 2 additional channels. Robmotive, FST, all about the Toyota Tundra, specifically my 2021 Tundra and the upcoming redesigned Tundra. And Robmotive JT, all about my 2020 Jeep Gladiator. Check them out, and if you're interested, why not subscribe? Don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.